and welcome to another of the best episodes, let's face it, Stefan's Nostalgia Trip. And I'm here with my friend Andrew. And Andrew is an architect.
I am.
So, have you built anything interesting recently?
I built a bridge.
A bridge?
To my own heart.
Was it? Oh, is your heart on troubled water?
It is indeed. You got the reference. Yes.
Yes.
God, I suck.
So, we're going to be playing Space Harrier on the Sega Saturn. So,
Saturn?
Saturn.
But I did
Kyle Catern. I didn't know. Did these come out in England then?
Apparently they only came out in Europe, I found out. And I don't know if there was a volume 2. This is the only one I know of. I don't...
So, Sega did this thing called Sega Ages, and guess what? If you turn Ages the other way around, it's Sega. Like, yeah.
To be this good takes ages. Do you remember the advert?
I do.
Yeah.
Like, that's clever.
It's just kind of weird. On the box, actually on the box, it's kind of weird. Oh, where is it? Where's that fucking box?
Where's the box?
Where's the box?
Wait, I'm going to fire this up.
Yeah, anyway, on the box it actually has the skull head from the adverts. Do you remember the skull head that used to shout? It's actually on the box. I just can't find it at the minute, so...
It's a bit... I mean, I know it's on a disc, but loading times with Space Harrier.
Never happened. Oh.
I kind of like that. We're doing Space Harrier because it's a very sort of personal game for me. Space Harrier 2 specifically, which I also have, and we'll be doing that as well. Shh. But this version is meant to be as close to the arcade that you can get. So we're going to give this one a go, and then we'll compare it to Space Harrier 2. And I remember music tests.
Yeah. That's the original music.
Alright, so
are you gonna have any more lives, or are you just gonna have that? Because I seem to remember dying very easily in this game. Oh! That's it.
So easy,
extra easy. Fucking pansies.
I'll give myself 5 lives, but I'm gonna leave it on normal. Because it's going to be one of my points, is... I
never understood what the robot was all about. What was the robot all about? And the...
It's like, there's a Cyclops mammoth, right? And you're concerned about the robot.
Well, well, no, I don't understand that either.
I don't know why there isn't a theme tune playing here, as well.
But yeah.
It's got a great theme tune, Space Harrier, one of the best.
I wonder if they changed a lot of it when they did the port, because this is very... I mean, this is not really indicative of the Mega Drive version and all those weird ones. The Master System, the Game Boy ones are good.
Oh, terrible. Right, so,
Stefan's going to go very quiet here.
I probably am. I'm going to have this big story which I'm going to tell, and I'm probably going to end up like being really quiet. This game is hard. But yeah, I originally played Space Harrier 2 on the Mega Drive, and back in my day, back when I was a kid, we didn't used to have much money, and our first console was the Mega Drive, and I got the first Sonic the Hedgehog with it. And I used to play it on a portable black and white TV, so I didn't even have colour. I mean, you know, bad times. But like, you know, I was really happy to have a Mega Drive because up to that point I had a Spectrum.
Yeah.
So to go to a Mega Drive from the Spectrum was just a massive leap. So I had Sonic, and I played the fuck out of Sonic. So that's the only game I had, and it's Sonic. And it got to the point where it's like I could do with another game. So I was looking at what games we could get, and I really wanted Alex Kidd.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I was thinking maybe the Kid, it looked appealing.
Yeah.
It looked a bit like Sonic. It was a platformer. I liked Sonic. I thought, oh, I'll be like that. So I asked my mum for Alex Kidd, and she came back with this. oh, Space Harrier 2. And I was like, oh, this is not what I asked for. I asked for... Oh, let's have that tree. Oh no, I didn't want this. I wanted Alex Kidd.
Trees.
Damn trees. So I was really disappointed. And then I started playing it because... So I had to. Like, I was grateful because I said I didn't have much money. Well, parents don't have much money. And we just didn't used to get games very often. Like, I get a couple a year, so anything I got, I would play, and I would play a lot. Shit, I knew I would do that. So I started this up, and I'm like... I shouldn't really be talking whilst doing this. So I started up, I went, what the fuck is this? Like a weird sort of checkerboard and like... It just looks really weird. Now I sort of love how it looks, but at the time you look at it and you go, what the hell is this? It was all very...
It felt like you were on a massive drug trip. I mean, look at those faces, it's fucking weird.
So I was really disappointed, and this is a hard game. I think that's me over.
Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready. Game over.
Oh.
That's the music Kimmel Justice uses.
Oh.
At the end of his videos. Oh, I just realised that. I know where you got it from now. I'm going to have another go at that, because I'm not finished with my story.
Welcome to the family. Get ready.
Yeah, so continuing on. So yeah, I put this in, I was like, oh, what is this? And it's a hard game, so I died really quickly and easily. I got like nowhere in it. I was like, oh, I've got this game I don't like. It looks horrible, it's really hard, I can't get anywhere with it. But it's all I've got to play, and I'm really grateful I got a game, and it's the only game I've got, other than Sonic, which I've played to death. So I kept playing it, and then the more I played it, the more I got into it, the better I got at it, and in the end, this is a great game. I loved it, I loved playing it, and then it's like this kid is shit. I played it years later and I was like, this game, it's a great game, and I got it and I didn't want it, and I only continued playing it because it's all I had, and if I had games, loads of games and stuff, I wouldn't have given it the time. And it just like, had such an impact on me to just give a game time and not like judge something immediately, and I don't know, it's sort of like, it's like I learned a lot of life lessons just from this game. And it's just a simple game with one button where you fly around and shoot the oddest enemies I've ever seen in the game.
I had this on the Atari ST though. This one.
They ported it to everything, really.
It was weird on the ST though. But no, it's a great game, I've got to admit. The one on the ST, you had to use a fucking mouse for it. You had to use the mouse, it was really weird. What does it mean there'll be many more battle scenes available? What's that all about?
I don't know. One of my favourite things in this game is a little simple thing. It's when
running on the floor.
It runs on the floor, I love that.
Yeah, I remember
it's
that.
Such a little touch. Like, you didn't need to do that, but you do.
Yeah, it is a great game. I never had the second one though. Never had the second one. I didn't.
It's sort of a we'll get into it when we actually play it. It's sort of not a sequel. Like,
Well, didn't they make like a spiritual successor to this on the Sega Saturn? But it was something Harrier, but it wasn't Space Harrier. It was pretty much, it was closer to Panzer Dragoon than...
Probably.
Can't remember. Anybody remembers what that's called? Let us know. Oof.
I hate these killers. Hey. They've tried a few times to sort of...
I think it's time it came back though, because Sega's got some great IPs that you can bring back.
It's just, I don't know how you bring this back. It's just such an odd looking game, and like, it plays in a way that just... I don't know how you could change this up.
Yeah.
It just sort of is what it is, and it's sort of product of its time, and it's an arcade game really at heart. And that was like fine at the time. Like, people were chuffed to get arcade ports on the consoles. It wasn't like, oh, it's just an arcade game. It was wow, it's an arcade game that can play at home.
Ooh, sneaky tree.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Alex says get ready and game over. Yeah.
It's a cheat code or something you can... But no. So my skills have not like kept up. I don't have ingrained ability to just like just master this game. That's it. It took me ages. I managed to complete it, but it took me months.
Yeah, just to get to grips with it. Yeah.
And yeah, no, it just meant a lot to me. Like,
Oh yeah.
to be grateful for things and
Yeah,
to
yeah.
sort of like.
Get ready.
Quite loud though.
So yeah. No, I didn't realise that's how much you meant to you. So.
Yeah, it means a lot. It's. I think we've talked about it, but I have a very poor memory.
Yeah.
Like, I just always have I have no sort of wood head accidents.
No, like I did, yeah, bathroom.
I've not bashed my head on something. I've just always had a really sort of patchy memory. But this game is just one of those things that's just sort of certain things I remember, and this is one of the games that from my childhood I remember it like it's burned in. And I think it's because it just meant a lot to me. And,
yeah.
There's just so much in.
Why did he? How did he float? Was it because of the gun, or because he had magical flying powers?
This. What I kind of love about the game is like, look, I mean that art. It doesn't. The game only makes sense when you're playing it.
Yeah.
And like anytime they try to update it or show what it should look like, if it looked like updated graphic, it just look at it now. Looks wrong. It just looks wrong and it makes no sense. It's like
Because they did a.
look at him. Why is he wearing sunglasses?
Yeah. I mean, they did like a revamp version of it for the Sega. Well, they did a Sega Ages one for the PS2, and it was weird.
I think they're doing like a 3D version for the 3DS.
Are they?
I'm quite interested to play. Yeah. They're doing like they're called 3D classics, and they've done like Sonic and others.
And others, everyone.
And others.
So.
Like little downloadable ones. They're quite cheap.
Well, Nintendo needs all it can get at the minute. Isn't it strange that these guys are falling apart now, Nintendo and Sega before it? So, sad times.
Yeah. But this is about Space Harrier.
It is all
not
about the
Nintendo.
space.
We could talk for about an hour about Nintendo.
Yeah.
But, so, I've not played that version before, but like it's Space Harrier, and it's quite good. The music. I want to play the other Space Harrier 2 now, because that music was like, that's not right.
I wonder if it was the original from the arcade though.
It might well be. It probably is if the whole point about this was to have like arcade perfect versions. But I had the imperfect Mega Drive version, but because of that, that's how it should sound to me.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So that might be why it sounds wrong to me. But yeah, play it if you've not played Space Harrier.
Play. Drink to its memory.
Space Harrier. I've got like a... I don't know, I think I'm changing in my habits, maybe. I'm starting to just appreciate games where they're just simple and mechanical, and they just do one thing and do it really well.
Rather than everything all at once, like everyone's doing now. Because
I used to have this sort of... When I was growing up, I was like, oh, I want the games to have like these big stories, and I want them to do everything, and I want them to have all these big worlds and stuff like that. And I wasn't so much into the arcade games. I wanted all these different experiences, and now it's like I just play lots of games and just throw everything at the wall now.
Yeah.
And like they do nothing well anymore. Like overall, I might think, oh, that's a good game, but if you was to like take any aspect of it and focus on it, you'd be like, well,
it's not all that great.
It's not that great. Mechanically, it's just... and they just try and distract you, I think.
Yeah.
By adding so much that you end up like, oh yeah, it's great. Because you never spend long... You're not just stuck with one thing for so long that you actually get to sort of... see its flaws.
My camera was just about to break then, that's why I kind of just... leant forward there and clicked the button over here. I'm ruining your videos again, aren't I?
No, I think I ruined it by like nearly ending it twice and then carrying on.
Well, squirrels.
Squirrels are quite like Space Harrier in a way. Like Squirrel Harrier was...
Oh,
I've heard about Squirrel Harrier.
Don't do Squirrel Harrier.
It exists.
Don't do this.
It's going to be for the Neo Geo Pocket, and it's going to be a squirrel.
If we need Bremner to believe you.
And I know, it's not fun. And hi, Carl. I get Carl to believe it.
Yeah, Carl will believe it.
So it's a squirrel. He fires nuts.
That was Conker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to finish up?
Yeah. I've been Stefan, and he's been Andrew, and this has been Space Harrier on the Sega Ages collection for the Sega Saturn. Saturn. Sorry. How am I meant to say it?
Saturn.
Saturn. Are you a Saturn? Saturn. Oh, I get what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry.